Alright.
Good late afternoon. I'm going to shoot another one today. I've had time to let my palate get through that Gordon and MacPhail. That was a really good drinkable scotch. I really enjoyed it. So now I've got me about 16 ounces of water. Let my palate die down a little bit. Now we're going to try Jim Beam Single Barrel for you guys. Now this one comes out of Siegel's in Dallas, Texas. I stopped through there on a way back from Texas one time on a trip. Oh, I think it was May. I think it was May when I did, if I remember correctly. It was May or June. Anyway, it was just starting to get warm. So, faux cork, of course. Comes with the hang tag on here, the Jim Beams, hand selected by Siegel's. Hang tag that came on them all. I think the price was $30.99, $31.99. I can't remember. It's been too long. It was right low 30s range. Oh, and I already get I get the baked apple. From this distance, it's baked apple. I read to you the back a little bit. These are pretty common. And it's a funny take, but we'll talk about that in a minute. Jim Beam Single Barrel is the first single barrel bottling from the world's most loved bourbon brand. Less than 1% of our barrels of Jim Beam qualify to be hand selected for Jim Beam Single Barrel, chosen for outstanding taste and color by our expert distillers. Each barrel is individually bottled and hand numbered with care to ensure that each one brings a unique profile that reflects the quality of this Jim Beam bourbon. Jim Beam Single Barrel is Jim Beam Single Barrel is the perfect bourbon to sip and savor. This is, and it's got the little highly rated tag on the same side, 2 times gold San Francisco, 92 beverage tastiness. I don't know how they can get all that because each barrel is slightly different. You can't manage that too well. But it's a little tag with the awards they've won. Excuse me. And it says on the little tag on the front, the unapologetic and independent spirit made for those who take their bourbon seriously. Barrel number JB5230. James B. Beam, not genuine without my signature. Claremont, Frankfort, Kentucky, USA, 95 proof. Now that's the rub. It's a single barrel, but it's 95 proof with no age statement. You can get Knob Creek single barrels from Jim Beam, 120 proof with age statements. So I don't know exactly how this fits in their portfolio. It's about $10 to $15 cheaper than a Knob Creek. But you're down to 95 proof too. So you're losing some proof in that. Again, it's better than the double black or any of that other, double oaked and what's it called? Devil's Cut. Now the Distiller's Cut is $8 cheaper on average. And is it $8 cheaper? Worth $8 cheaper? That's where I think our real comparison is going to come in here. That's a small blend, 5 to 6 years old. It's 100 proof, if I remember correctly. Still baked apple. It's got that Jim Beam yeast. More nutmeg than cinnamon, to me anyway. And somewhere between a caramel and a brown sugar. I really can't sit here and tell you either way it's going to be one or the other. but it does got that dark sugar sweetness. My mouth is salivating. But the baked apple is very, very predominant note. I get it from here. Maybe I just got apple pie on the brain because we got 6 days to 5 days to 5 days till Thanksgiving when this video is being shot. Dark chestnut color, amber +2. Again, not an overtly viscous bourbon, but it's there, but it's not quite. Very drinkable. At 95 proof or 40, was it 47.5%? Yeah, 47.5% alcohol by volume. Very drinkable at this proof. Definite medium to slightly long finish on this. And the finish that hangs around is the wood. But the wood's not sharp, it's not sour, it's not bitter. It's a good solid oak flavor. Dwells on the back sides of my tongue very well. A little bit nutty. Almost chestnut. Think of roasted chestnuts. There's a definite nuttiness to this as well. Good, sweet, nutty finish. And that oak just lingers. Now this is an individual barrel, and each one's going to be a little different. This one's very drinkable. Mouth is still salivating. I mean, it just keeps. I know you're hearing me and probably think, oh my God, it sounds like a. But it's just the nature of what this is doing to my mouth. It's really. It's not overtly drying like a lot of bourbons can be. Is it $8 better than the distiller's cut? Or $10 better than the distiller's cut? Depending on where you're buying it at. No. But here's the caveat. If you couldn't get the distiller's cut, let's say, it is much better. It fills that spot between the double black and the Knob Creek or the Baker's, you know, their one-off, or however they put that. I can't think even how they put it right now. But they're special bourbons they make. Booker's, Baker's, Basil Hayden, and Knob Creek. So if you're looking at that, this bridges that between the double black and that very well. You've got two bourbons that kind of come into that position, and Distiller's Cut fills it at a very inexpensive but very tasteful spot. But if you can't get that, this is better than any of the other standards below it. I cannot say this is as good as a Knob Creek. You know what? It's on par actually, other than with proof wise, I think, than the standard Knob Creek you get. But once you get into the store picks on the Knob Creek, even this store is a store pick, this falls short to any of the Knob Creeks I've had, to tell you the honest truth. But this is still a really good, well, no, there was one Knob Creek that this is better than a store pick, but that shall remain nameless. But on average, 90% of your Knob Creek store picks are going to be better than this. And this is, to me, take the proof away. And this is your, I don't know. It's something that you're going to have to decide for yourself, actually. Like I have sat here and decided for myself. But to me it does. It bridges that gap between the Knob Creek store picks and the double black. And I think it's worth a try. I don't know the going price now. I've seen it at one liquor store locally, and I think they wanted $34 for what we had in our area. You don't see it. It's not overtly common, but it is around. But you don't never see the store picks where they picked a special barrel. And that's probably why this one's a little better. Maybe the average one isn't as good as this. Don't know. Haven't had it. Can't compare. But if I had a chance, would I buy another one of these for that price? One of these Seagulls? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So if you get this and try it, I hope your experience is as good as mine. I hope you get a good barrel. I really do. Because I think you'd enjoy it. Anyway, I've said enough. I can ramble on for a long time. So remember, the spirit in your glass ain't running from you. Take your time, sip, and enjoy it. You'll be better for it, as will we all. And the sun's just about to eclipse the horizon there. So this is going to be my last review of the day. My second last review. And I've enjoyed it. It's been a wonderful afternoon. Everyone, have a good day.
Brrr.